Hey Rebels. Okay, so this energy, this Mercury retrograde has got me tripping out, but it got me like tripping out in the most indulgent way. Like I'm having I don't know, a nice ice cold cappuccino with the foam and all the extra, zhuzh all up on it. I mean, it's like I'm I'm cool, yeah, but not really. I'm calm for sure, but I'm very much so collected, okay? And the reason why I say that I'm not cool, but I'm cool, is because this Mercury retrograde is not only making my tongue feel thicker than a snicker, but it is exposing some things. And motherfucker, I got questions. I got questions. Now, so many of the questions I already know tarot can't give me the direct answers for, because it's the details, right, of the fine print. Tarot is the fine print, but it's the details and the fine print that I'm personally interested in. Seeing what comes to as far as information being released. But let's listen. So the song that I'm hearing is "These last $2 I'm not gonna lose." And when they say "Lady at the casino, she spent up all her money." Okay, so I could sing better than that, but I'm like really hyped and turned up right now because I have not been at this table for about almost a week now. And this running card, clarified by the devil card, has been here on the table for about a week, to the point that I'm looking at it. It was like, which one came out first when I was doing my shuffling? Was it the devil or was it running? Was it running or the devil? Either which way, it sounds the same, right? The devil is running. You're running the devil, whichever order you put it in, right? But then here it is. I'm saying, okay, so Spirit, what deck are we going to use? And I get to shuffling this deck, and the card comes standing straight up like this, and this is the card that came standing straight up. But when it's up in my hand, it came out the Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, so there is a period of grief that is ending, and honey, I'm gonna tell you now that I hear myself saying that, there is definitely a period of grief that is ending for the collective. Okay, I was taking my, just a morning walk, and as of, I say, the past, oh, maybe a couple days, as I'm taking my morning walk, I have really been talking to myself out loud, as if, anyone who was to look at me, they would wonder if I'm a crackhead, if, I'm a special needs person, or, whatever, people typically think of people who talk to themselves. And I talk to myself often, okay? I may not talk to myself out loud so that others can hear me, but I definitely talk to myself within my within the inner parts of my vessel. But the past couple of days, I have literally been talking out loud, doing the emotions, doing the hand gestures, really not caring and really not giving a fuck about what anybody who may be seeing me, observing me, may even think is going on with me. And no, no one has asked me, well, no, there was one lady. She had a dog. Those dogs, they got it looked like a big terrier. Is that what it called? Terrier? It was one of the bigger ones, and it was black, and it had the hair that covered up his eyes. But she asked me if I was okay. But at that point, I was talking very subtly, but she felt my energy from all the way across the street. Now, Mystical Ripper, what does this have to do with anything? As I said, when I was talking to myself these past couple of days out loud and just freely, not caring what anyone thought and just letting it out, the ways that the dots were connecting for me. Sometimes you just need to be able to hear yourself. Just like doing these reads. I used to be so uncomfortable with just coming to these reads, like, okay, who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? But to get the thoughts out and hear yourself and the things that you hear when you speak out loud to yourself, you would then hear other things that you did not think or feel to yourself in silence. So last $2, you're not gonna lose. One goes for your bus fare. The other goes for the jukebox. To hear you some blues, okay? Spirit is telling me that every increment of any type of financial anything that you have is going towards something specifically, and that as you need what you feel you don't have, it's going to show up in divine timing, okay? It's going to show up right in time. It might even show up a little bit sooner than what you thought that you was needed, right before you found yourself needing to get concerned. Now, what am I saying? I'm saying a whole lot, but Rebel, listen, I am just all over the place with this Mercury retrograde energy, and I know we have other planets in in retrograde. I'm not an astrologer, though. When I hear some stuff and I hear it and I know it, and I'm gonna share it. Other than that, let's see, because I'm interested in what in spirit is telling me to look at the bottom of this deck. Now, also as I was shuffling this deck, I did see the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the Seven of Pentacles in this deck is depicted as, I guess you would say, a military service person's jacket that shows the stars, I believe it is, or should I say his rewards. But right above the jacket is a picture of, I believe it's him and his wife. At least that's what I remember when I saw it. Different, do we call it ethnicities or races now? I don't know. One person was white, the man was black. Okay, the woman was white, she was blind. But my eyes directly went towards the blonde-haired woman, and there's been something in this energy about blonde hair lately. I have no clue, because you see what, not saying that black folks can't have blonde hair, baby, but maybe that plays reference for you. But I got the energy of nostalgic memory and grief, and to have running devil, or the devil is running, and the Nine of Swords in is reverse, and to have seen the Seven of Pentacles. There is this energy of nobody's going to. There are those who have been so talented and skillful in hiding their grief, and what do they call it? Non-disclosure evidence. Shit finna go down. Shit finna go down. And I have to say, as I said before, I got a question. Not for y'all, but for a particular person within my family dynamic. Well, me and my family dynamic, we don't talk like that. But I am known to be kind of they say that I talk very what's the word I'm looking for, spirit? What's the word? Anyway, fuck it. They say that I talk rather in code a lot. I can't figure out the word because I don't frequent the word, right? But other people tend to say the word to me that I guess they describe me. What is it called? Oh, there it is. They say that I speak very cryptic, and that may be true, but I'm about to get cryptic on somebody ass, because I got a question for a person that's about another person within my family, but I don't want to disturb the energy because I feel that it may be a secret. But I know that this person who I got the question that I'm gonna ask the question to, I am adding in a third party into it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a call. Well, I've already made the call, but the person who lives with this person, who I want the question to be asked to, says that the person who I want to ask the question to, or should I say was having a conversation. So I just told them, call me back when they get a chance. There's no rush, no emergency, right? I have no agency over this situation, right? But I am gonna have somebody. I'm gonna call somebody on the phone, and then I am going to have that person on the phone stand in front of the person who's going to be asked the question's face. And I've already told the person on the phone who I'm going to talk to, hey, so I have a question. But when you're in front of this person's face and you're ready to ask the question, I'm going to tell you the question, and I just want you to free flow it out your mouth. Don't think about it, just say it. Okay? So this person who I'm going to ask the question through don't even know the question, right? But I know, due to the response of the person that is genuinely being asked, I know what the truth is, right? So yeah, so I guess I'm a little cryptic and coded, but so yeah, some shit going down. And that was shit, and I just went on almost a 10-minute rant. Supporting energy, overall energy of the read. Hangman energy, motherfucking things is being turned upside down. I honestly don't know who the hell I am right now, because I realize, and that it's okay, that I am in a becoming era and phase and transition of myself. Spirit said we're going to get a top card and a bottom card to support this hangman card. Transition. What the fuck did I say? Okay, what's at the bottom? And then we're going to get some of this kipper-ish out. Okay. I'm trying to dial it back just a bit. I'm trying to, because I want to really be able to get as much butter on this biscuit as I possibly can. So emotional transition is happening. I would say obviously so, right? Because the devil running and running devil. Hey man, and then you got the nine of swords. I mean, what a lovely way to have the nine of swords of all that anxiety, the nightmare, the grief, and all the things that you've been chained to, or whomever this read is gonna be for. Because I'm not gonna stick this on you, okay? Because you might get a little bit into it, like, you know what? I'm more of an observer, and that's perfectly fine and cool. Flick of the wrist. Yeah. So this devil card shows. I'm gonna bring this in closer. We're gonna put this down for a moment. Spirit, calm down. Now you're giving me a little bit too much all at one time, and you know I only got one mouth to, to spew from. So this devil card, there is a chain here from this devil all the way over here to this girl. This gives me a little bit take that type of, vibe and judge. So, trigger warning going forward in this read. Notice how he's drinking and, he just don't care. And she probably, I heard she ain't had no other place to go. And she found herself trapped in a situation that she did not know of the circumstances that she was actually inviting herself into as supply. That takes me back to a lot of my history. So also we have down here ghosted, disappearing, and invisible, right? That takes me back to a lot of my past, especially with this word that a lot of people feel is such a newfound word, coercion. People realize that others are in a needy situation or a needing situation, not necessarily needy, but a needing, because there's a different. Needy is like, I want what I want just because I want it, and I want you to give it to me. I may not necessarily need it, but I want you to give it to me. Needing is like, you really need that, right? But there's been so many who have found themselves in a needing situation, just as I expressed about this young lady here, where she probably didn't have no place to go. She probably has other things going on, right? Or obviously it's daylight out there, or she thought that she was just coming over for, one thing, and that one thing turned into a billion other things, and you can't get out that house because he has you chained. And this chain is not necessarily something, what is the word that we're looking for, Spirit? It's not concrete, but it's very symbolic of the energy of realizing the entrapment. Now, the devil running and the running devil, honey, it don't matter which way it go, George. Either which way, that devil ass is on the move, because the things that are coming out, the things that are being exposed, the devil is trying to collect whoever is still in a very low, intense mourning, grieving, ashamed of the exposure and the requirements and the necessities of the exposure. Because they are more fearful of the healing than they are of staying in the normalcy that has been created of the abuse, the denial, the manipulation, the grievances, and every fucking thing that they could ever complain about. So the devil is definitely grabbing hold to what he has left and what he feels he could still. It's like one of those, oh, okay, the spirit is giving me the energy of a mother with multiple kids trying to escape a burning building and trying to grab all her babies, and she got like 12 of them, but she's trying to grab all of them all at one time. Okay, and that's what the devil is trying to do. He's trying to grab all of his seeds, all of his minions, all of whatever you want to call them, if you got any, grace and generosity towards them. He's trying to grab as many as he can, because there is this transition that is fucking happening where motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to hide shit. They not finna be able to hide how they feel. And it's not even about facial expressions. Spirit got a lot to. Ooh, I've been gone for a while, y'all. And I'm back. I don't know. We gonna see. Because they're working on me. They're working on me behind the scenes as well. But it's not just about being able to see the energy on people's face or being able to see it within their eyes. It's the fact that avoidance will no longer be able to avoid it. Ooh, they will no longer be able to avoid it. I was going to say they will no longer be able to avoid any of it. But okay, they avoidance would no longer be able to avoid it. Whatever those it are. All right. I was thinking to myself also earlier, do you remember? I don't know how old you are, but do you remember back in the day when I was young? I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I still wish I was a kid again. But see, my inner child has grown, honey. Yeah, her growing up. Because we didn't have to have a talk, especially this morning. But we had me and my inner child. We had this conversation earlier. Like, do you remember when when you heard, hey, if you ugly when you young, you gonna be fine as hell when you get older. And if you cute when you young, you gonna be, question mark, when you get older, if you can maintain it, type stuff. And that's the energy that is happening. Once again, we live in a duality. Everything gets a turn. Okay? Like the wheels of fortune, the wheel is turning. Okay, and I'm hearing once again, I'm hearing the cranking of the gears from that movie 13 Ghosts again, which I did think the last week or the week before was brought up in another read. The cranking of the gears of that house. That was the house, the whole house was a machine. And when those people got locked in that house, spoiler alert, and the gears got to cranking and some symbol was highlighted. I need to go back and watch that. I might watch tonight. Some symbol was highlighted. Another ghost, another entity was released throughout within the house. And Spirit said, honey, it's a lot. It's a lot. The ways that this energy can be explained, it can sound so beautiful. But at the same sound, it's like release the beast, release the kraken. It seems demonic, but Spirit said that you, Rebel, have nothing to worry about. They said just receive the information as it comes. Take heed to the warnings. There's going to be a lot of abrupt endings of things that you felt to even be normal, that has been abusing your circumstances for so long here in life. And due to certain aspects that has been so normalized for you, you are going to receive a back-to-back confirmation of Spirit's presence to let you know, yes, you are on the right path. Yes, this is exactly what it is that we are inviting you to let go of. And yes, we know that you know what it is that we want you to let go of. We know that you know what it is that you need to let go of, what you should let go of, because you yourself have been saying that you are completely and fucking irritably tired of said fill in the blank there. And the energy is now here to support you. So you may even be permitted that one last round. But if you go back in it, if you go back to it, or whatever the regards is, you fucked yourself up. It's not necessarily that you're going to be stuck in it. You will be a disappointment to yourself. Because you've had this time of obstacle course, of the up and down, of why am I so attached? The Spirit has officially or is officially about to give you the connect the dot answers, confirmation. Like I said, Spirit is going to give you the official connect the dot answers. And it may even more than likely make you fucking cry on some motherfucker what? I remember those moments. Those are the key points in my life that I remember and that I reflected back to. And those fucking dots, I didn't realize how they were all connected to each other when you speak out loud to yourself to have this fucking conversation. Why are we grabbing over here? Okay. All right. Show me what you know. Show me what you know. Honey is sweet and sticky. Spirit say be very compassionate in this season. Don't disregard yourself. And this is not just in regards to yourself that they want you to be very compassionate in this season. Because there's going to be a lot that you're going to be able to come in physical contact with. There's going to be a lot that we're going to put that right there next to Mr. Karmic Fork Man, because that's also part of the message. Spirit wants you to be compassionate in ways to these said karmic energy, karmic entities, karmic people This is not saying, oh, go be overly nice and extend grace. No, it says give them some grace. Because once again, to the other messages that we got, the last couple messages, have you ever heard a karmic read and put yourself in an understanding of the karmic? Because you were obviously karmic. If you've gotten yourself to a place of noticing that you need healing, if you've gotten yourself to a place of allowing spirit to help heal you, spirit can only heal you from karmic spaces. Okay? Not because there's karmic people after you and you're just so great and perfect. No. Part of you has permitted, not knowingly, but unbeknownst to you, part of you has permitted yourself to normalize the karmic toxicity and abuse of situations, circumstances, like-mindedness, and people. And I was even needed to be reminded by my therapist, and I think 2 other people, as of these past couple days. Everybody got shit. Everybody got shit. It's just the thing about me is that I am very welcoming to unpacking my shit. I will literally have forceful conversations with myself at times. That spirit will say, you know what, turn her fucking brain off. Turn her fucking brain off. Because she's pushing a little too hard and we need to have the stars and the planets aligned for the energy that she's trying to force herself in. Because I am so motivated, determined, and eager. Honey, I needed to be an octopus in this life, or like that fucking motherfucker. I needed to be a Stretch Armstrong in this motherfucker, because the way that I just feel that I need extra limbs to extend to extra plate to different places and parts of my environments, and more mouths, and I don't know that I need more eyes, because I tell you, my spiritual eyes, those motherfuckers powerful, but just I yearn for more accessibility of myself and my creation and my energy. And Rebel, I feel that same exact energy of you, because if I hadn't, spirit wouldn't have gave me permission to come sit my ass down at this table. Okay, this is not about me sharing. My spirit also wants you to hear what it is that I'm saying and reflect on yourself. Are you there? And if you're not there yet, it's perfectly fine. Do you aspire to be there? Guess what? That's a step. Do you not aspire to be there? Guess what? That's a step as well. That's a step in your personal direction. That's a step for you. All right. So that's another message Spirit wants me to give you. When you hear people, even when they seem disagreeable, even though they may come off disagreeable, still hear them out. Because the educational lesson that you can get from hearing someone talk about themselves, the educational lesson that you can get from hearing someone talk about something that you may not really give a fuck about or you completely disagree with, you are then understanding. Oh, okay, people understand. Understanding the aspects and the point of views that could potentially one day be weaponized against you via by yourself or via due to other people's presence. So it goes to that whole understanding of know thy enemy, because this one here, this familiar, baby. I know I see I'm rolling my hands here so seductively to us. I'm right. It's not even a strip tease, honey. Although I did come in here and take my shirt off. It's not that hot, but it was hot with that shirt on, honey. Yeah. What is Peter Pablo? Take your shirt off, twist it around your head, spin like a helicopter. Baby, listen. This one for you, this one for you, us, okay? Oh, Spirit said, who am I? Who are you? Who are you? Now back to okay, to this familiar energy. Honey, the way you are saying goodbye. Oh, I'm here, freeway, goodbye. You were my favorite bitch. I stayed in and out you. Freed you raw, pulled out and bust on you. Honey, listen. This dedicated to my real true love, The Block, baby. Go listen to that song if you can find it. It's by Freeway, not Philadelphia Freeway. I think he was a pimp. But anyway, it's by Freeway. And he was with Rock Nation. And the song is called Goodbye. I used to listen to that song on replay. Should do it today. Anyway, got a lot of plans that I'm making for myself today that I might not get to. But anyway, this familiar energy. Y'all have been, oh, what is that song that I'm hearing? I'm hearing Forever Young, but I'm also hearing I Want to Break Free, but I'm hearing something about We Are One. Is it about like Phil Collins or something? I don't know. Anyway, honey, you have learned so much in regards to not just about yourself but about others. Just like this young lady here. Not volunteering yourself involuntary to be entrapped in situations that you have not analyzed further the potentials of how really desperate you may find yourself being if you just cross over the threshold. I'm noticing how the energy even calmed down, the seriousness about it all. To realize that the desperation of the energy that you've been in, it's not as desperate and as bad as you thought that it was. That you don't need, that you're not, that you are in a needing energy, but you have been behaving for so long in a needy energy. And I know we said that at the beginning of the read, but to hear it that way and with the calmness, to me, baby, that's so powerful. You are divorcing so many characteristic ways of yourself that you are now going to be able to accept the answer and the connecting of the dots when spirit shows you those confirmational, there it is, confirmational engagements of signs being exposed to you, as well as answers and results being given. You are finally going to be able to hear even clearer the spiritual energies, to divine energies and integration clearer than you ever been able to hear before. You're going to be able to hear it so clearly. It's like, just like the shame, it's not real. It's the energy, the emotional mindset of feeling that it is necessary, of feeling that you have to put out, even though they didn't say it, because they entrapped you in a situation of coercion. You are going to be able to hear at a frequency that is so potent, that is so strong, that your hearing is then going to transition into being able to see those frequencies. What is this? Is it the movie Limitless? And a couple of other movies, like even on some E.T. Phone Home Extraterrestrial. Never watched it. I'm too emotional. I've been too emotional of a connected person, and I discovered this morning with my self-talk, with my inner self, why I've been such an emotional person. I'm so excited to share that with you all once I realize how all this really fits even more, and how it's been implemented and invested towards myself. But honey, I remember going to see Free Willy, and I bawled, I cried. I remember going to see Mighty Joe Young, and I bawled and I cried. And both times I went with the same auntie, and she said she'd never taken me to a movie again. So instead of taking me to a movie to go see about an animal confirmation, because like, why is y'all fucking with the animals for, right? She took me to see For Color Girls, and honey, that scene where the dude with the cute eyes hung, I think it was the baby, over the balcony. Honey, I bawled and I cried because I myself went through emotional and physical and circumstantial abuse like that within my youth, as well within my adulthood. So I'm very connected. But Spirit is saying that you are going to be able to see the frequencies that are guiding you in the directions that you're not being pulled to. Everything is a free will, invited invitation of free will and choice. This is why Spirit is also saying the things that, the normalcy that has been given, catered to the abuse. That seems like, those moments of pop flicking the wrist, those moments of, what, it just is what it is. It's not that you're going to be in trouble. It's not that you're going to be punished. Just the disappointment of yourself will be punishment enough. You know how they say, you know what, I'd rather you say nothing. I'd rather you yell at me. I'd rather you curse me out. I'd rather you whoop me than to be disappointed in me. Because disappointment, oh my goodness. You can't eat honey scratching my head. Like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is the energy of disappointment? That's the energy of disappointment that you will have of yourself. If you were to allow yourself to continue on with things that are clear as day, that Spirit is saying, this is a part of your abundance, your energy change, your energy transition from this emotional pain, being able to see yourself, your life, everything about you differently and according to, and how it is according to this person, how it is according to that person, how it is according to an indifference of who you have been, who you are in an energy of becoming, and as you are as is. Honey, that's a lot of responsibility to have awareness to. And Spirit said, don't get scared. Be excited. Be so excited that you just going on about life as if it's a normal day, because these days are normal for you. These days are your new norm. And all the other shit that's going to be happening in the background, as far as the things that, what is this? My hand came in. As far as the things, 10 of Pentacles. As far as the things, they said, do it again. As far as the things, and they said, but 9 Pentacles over here. As far as the things that are going to be revealed and exposed, that yes, has a lot more to do with other people than they have to do with you. But it's the secrecy. It's the disrespect. It's the violation of removing you from your free will, choice, and options. Removing you from being able to be informed and educated. That is going to be that critical numbness that you're going to feel. Of, you know what? I'm glad I know now. Now fuck y'all. See you later, if ever. Now, some relationships, some situations, you may not be able to be that smooth about it. It might actually touch you in a way that you need some pacing back and forth time. To really, as I said, even in regards to myself earlier, the conversation I was having with myself earlier, oh my goodness, that motherfucker, it was basic, but it was deep. It ran deep because it allowed me, myself, Spirit said, as it's going to do for you, to be able to see that it wasn't just surface level shit that you remember. This wasn't just surface level shit that you went through. This shit ran deep into your character. But the shit that is about to happen around you, Spirit said, hold yourself steady. Because this is what, honey, the fact that I knew the next card was going to go here. So it's not even about the fact that the 10 came first out. It's about the fact that you know that the 10 is coming, that you know that the 10 is there. It's solid. It's principled. It's a worldly prized possession that people want so bad, as the way that they view love in a materialistic format. But this is beyond the material. So it's like from infinity to beyond. You get a point A, point B. You feel it, right? Spirit said once again, it's not that what other people are going through or how you have been implemented in the storyline of other people's situation and how they have disregarded your growth and your educational instinct. Oh, your educational instinct, your educational value. How they have dumbed you down. How they have taken your awareness and made you live this long ass cycle of being doubtful of yourself and your own strength and your own possibilities and your own wisdom, and you knew what you knew, but the fact that you was outnumbered by so many who treated you a certain way, who saw you a certain way, you literally looked at yourself that certain way, like, well, I don't see a place of existence where my way and my knowing belongs, so therefore, am I fucking wrong? And something about you internalized that so deep and so broadly that it literally expanded in so many markings on your spectrum throughout your life. And Spirit said there is correction that's coming for that dysfunction. What is this, Spirit, and why we putting over here? Honey. Then we say, I knew where that was going, okay? No, we having a powwow. No disrespect to any Native people, or like I said, I don't even know if we call it ethnicity or race or whatever anymore. Like the words, and I'm really going through my visual, my mental, my earthly, my spiritual dictionaries, and really trying to connect the dots of all that and say, what is really the appropriation of these words? Okay, and how should they be used? Because there's even been a misusement of, is misusement a word? Anyway, we're using it. It's been a misusement of vocabulary and how people coerce and how people bait in other people, knowing that the words that they are using and the supportive surrounding words of context that they are using is in the misrepresentation that wind up having people in this situation like this young lady here. So Spirit just wanted me to remind you, yeah, shit finna get real sticky. It's finna get really sweet for you. It's finna get really sticky out here. And it's like a cold glass of lemonade that you realize, yeah, that motherfucker look frosted. It looks very delicious. But the motherfucker who foolish to drink that shit realize that it ain't shit but thick ass syrup that is used to be, for the purpose of being concentrated. Oh, Take that one out. It resonate for you, because I got a whole lot from there. All right, Spirit is saying take the top 2 cards from here, and we're gonna flip them like, oh baby, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I want to. I want to. Okay. Yeah, okay, so think about me. I'm not always gonna come up in here being a problem. Look, I'm coming in here how the fuck it is that I am, in the energy, in that moment. The Spirit say, it's okay for me to sit down, because they know that I could very much so rumble in the Bronx with the stuff that come out my mouth. They say, because you think that I'm saying some straight, straight to the point type shit. But now the things that I be saying, a lot of stuff can come from the lot of stuff that I be saying. So I'm not for everybody. And I am sometimes a Blues Clues Avenger, scavenger hunt type of thing. But this is why you are to take the message how it resonates for you. Because if Spirit brought you here, we even brought you to certain points of my read. I don't care if you clicked off in the first 3 minutes. Whatever you got within that first 3 minutes, it's something there for you. I don't care if you watch it to the ass end. Whatever you got, there was something there for you, okay? I know the strength. I know my power. I know. So, money on my okay. So Ace of Cups with the Empress. So Ace of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and an Emperor. Baby, I don't care if you don't feel like you are prepared. I'm telling you now. No disrespect with me calling you baby. But baby, I'm going to tell you. I'm telling you now, I don't care if you don't feel that you are not prepared. You are prepared. I don't care if you don't feel that you have the material, earthly things. You are prepared. You are so fucking equipped for everything that is coming your way. You are so equipped. What is this message? Babe, the structure, the authority, the ranking of yourself. You don't even know. It's just the fact that I came into this read saying, I don't quite know who I am right now, but all I know is that I am in an energy and a presence of becoming. Spirit, why? What? When you get me to want to pull something, oh, the giggle. Honey, we didn't even finish reading all that, but they said, come on, we gotta move this message along. These people ain't got all day. And they said there's a lot of messages coming. Maybe sit with this for a moment. Sit with this for a moment. Can I put this any more perfect? You got the Fool, the Nine of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. The artistry of yourself and how you don't care if it fucking look like a doodle. You don't care if somebody else see that you know, got talent or whatever the case may be. You know that it's something out there for everybody, and somebody gonna love it, somebody gonna like it, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of motherfuckers that's gonna attempt to discourage you with their energy of, don't nobody like that shit. Who want that be? But Spirit said you've been used to that energy. And they said that it's not that you necessarily got to get rid of that aspect of the devil's energy. No, all the shit, all the abuse and everything, yes. Remember that shit. You can remember, you don't even have to remember the feeling. You can like the feeling as in your nervous system is feeling it. No, your nervous system does not have to remember that feeling. Now your mind, back to the messages that we had last week. Now your mind and your heart is working in collaboration to support your nervous system to say, heart, you ain't got to feel it. You don't have to feel it because your mental, your mind remembers it. You remember feeling trapped. You remember what that the fucking warpness that it sent you through, having to try to figure out, how do I get the fuck about this situation? What do they want? What do they need? What's the least that I can do? Because I know the most that they probably gonna ask for. And seeing that you were presenting yourself to be needy, though you were needing, and they knew that you were needing, but they took your needing and made your needing a needy energy that you saw of yourself when you were in the mirror, so you felt as a disappointment to yourself. So Spirit said, no, it's not that you're going to forget how it felt. You're going to remember in your mind space, oh no, that shit ain't for me. Oh no, I'm not going to do that. Oh no, I'm not going to let nobody talk me down from, where I'm at and all the energy and work that I had to put in the client to get my ass up here confirmation. Don't let them take it. Don't let them have it. Motherfucker, don't even let them think that they could if they thought that they can try hard enough. Because when they say it's not on you, it's in you, this shit is engraved in you. The memories of it all is engraved in you, just as well as the knowing and the new experiences, recent, current, and going forward, are being engraved in you as you go. You are sculpting who the fuck it is that you are, whether they can see that vision of your artwork or not, whether they could understand it in its directness or not, whether they feel that you're being cryptic or who gives a fuck. So long as you know, they ain't got no choice but to know. And even if they can't read you like a fucking level 2 book that the fucking first grade kindergartners and stuff be reading, motherfucker, they gonna get the picture. They gonna get the picture. So here with the Fool's energy, Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups, come on, showing up to support each other with the Ten of Pentacles. So though there is a family in this depiction of this picture, and there are dogs and everything, though there's no rainbow and the Ten of Cups isn't out here, you still have the stability of the built foundation, and you still have the access to go Be free. Because you are this stable, this I do what the fuck I want to, when I want to, how I want to, and it's gonna get done. Everything that needs to get done is gonna get done. And who the fuck gonna make me run from this shit? I already got the fucking devil running. I got the devil running, trying to see who's left. Because money, I heard money, honey. Okay, money, honey. You was the devil's money. You was the devil's, one of the devil's best access. And access. You were. You brought people to the devil because the way that the people tested you, because the way people tried you, because the way people's egos and their arrogance felt that you were just so tasty and delicious. You brought people to their knees, and then they had a choice of, do they go right or do they left? Do they go to the devil or do they go to the divine? And the fact that you are seeing things so much more clearer now, the devil is trying to figure out who does he have left within his arsenal that could potentially pull you back to that space of grieving so harshly that you can't see yourself, that your vision is distorted, that you can't feel yourself, that you just want to people please, and you just want it all to stop, and you just want it to stop, and you just want it to go, and you just want to be left alone. But your left alone has different meaning now. Everything has different meaning now, just as I was explaining earlier about worldly words and spiritual words and how we use some of those words across the diaspora, if that's even the right word, and what those words mean and how people could misuse those words. It's the same thing with everything else. And you fresh, honey. You fresh. You so fresh. Like, you so fresh and so clean, so fresh and so clear that even if you feel that your vessel and that your physical around doesn't, honey, once again, it's what's engraved in your bones. Okay? Talk about hieroglyphics. Talk about your message from your ancestors. The markings that they are putting on your territories of your within, of yourself. That you wondering, why am I tossing and turning at night? Why am I thinking about this person now after so fucking long? Why is this message coming up? Because they knew that you were ready to handle it. Hell, I'm hearing my ear clicking. Oh, Morse code. That you actually were asking for these answers. You just didn't know how they was going to come to you and what experiences in your life those answers were going to come through. What is this? I'm sorry. I say what is this whenever spirit just want me to randomly grab for a card, because it's like we finna turn tables. Okay, it says keeping up. Advance, honey. That message right there gives me the energy of don't try to keep up with the Joneses if you ever felt that you were. And even if you know somebody named Jones, and even if you are Jones, don't try to keep up with you. Keep up with you. It's like taking a kid to the zoo. I don't care if you got that kid on one of those leashes. When a kid is at the zoo or there at the theme park, and you are in public view of all eyes can potentially be on you if attention gets drawn to you, whether you're having fun or whether it's a stressful moment, attention is going to be drawn to you. Now it's just about the ratio of attention and the weight that, can you handle it? Spirit said, take it all. Handle it all. But it's that energy of keeping up with a kid, a kid in the candy store, a kid at the zoo, a kid at the theme park, a kid in the toy store. The excitement of it all. Spirit said, keep up with your inner child. Keep up with your adult child. Make sure that they stay in union with each other. Have those tough conversations with your inner self, your inner child. You're growing, you're becoming your higher self. They're all different responsible aspects of you. Continue to have those transparent conversations with all versions and likenesses and even disagreements of yourself. Eye twitching, left eye at that. and be excited. Be excited for what's to come. Be excited about what has passed. Be excited about it all. This is what's going to keep your frequency high, as if you really needed me to tell you that. Spirit said, keep up with you. There's no need to give it a label like keeping up with the Joneses or whatever the case may be. I mean, if that's your favorite term, cliche, or whatever you want to, by all means, have at it. That's your business. But there's no need to keep up with anybody but yourself, because you are moving at your own pace. You have been moving at your own pace so long of your life. You have been moving at other people's pace. It's so long in your life. You have been moving at the pace of the conditioning that you had been birthed into, not knowing what this world was and what it would grow to be, even though you were pure. And they tainted you, they tainted you, they tainted you, they tainted you. And then when you became a certain age of your vessel having body, because you know your spirit is a different age, but your vessel having body, once you became of a certain age, they said, oh, all that shit we poured into you and implemented into you, oh, that's not our responsibility. Those are your wounds to heal. That's what you need to handle. That's what you need to take care of. I've grown past that. I don't know what you're talking about. Who said that happened? I don't remember that, but you remember that, so you got to deal with that. Spirit, what we doing grabbing over here? They said grab over here. Okay, until we see, oh, I'm moving stuff. Until we meet this second card, and they want me to flip them both over. And it says, focus intentions. Keep your unwavering thoughts. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions. Focus on your target, and you will make your mark, baby. Yes, yes, yes. You gotta dance in my seat on that one. Dirty Diana. They could have called you Dirty Diana. They could have said that you was like on some Belle Biv DeVoe, that you were poison. The song that they used to relate to me is was that Murder She Wrote. Murder She Wrote. So I guess they called me Maxine. A visit like a bunch of whatever the fuck. It was a lot of, if I ever tell you about Maxine, you also say I don't know what to know. But okay. But they could have called you any damn thing. And I mean, I'm sure if I slow my brain down a little bit, I could probably, come up with some, some male examples and everything else. They could have, shit, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Okay, he like big bucks and he cannot lie. I don't know. You know you. And you know what people said to you to trigger you. I'm being told to share with you. My mother, when we were younger, she moved us out of the hood and out of the environment of that and the state that we were in. And she moved us to a more TV polished state and area in life, neighborhood. And life was different. It was different from everything that I once knew. But the moment a little boy called me a hoe, I was like, damn. So even though we left the hood behind and everything looked different and the people were even different, that word and that relatability still transfers over to a place so beautiful. And that was a turning point for me, where I was then pulled back into everything that I knew from my lifestyle of being in a hood. Because like, damn, you got a nicer shit and you still be ignorant. But this was me being a child. I was fucking like 9 years old and having to be a child and not having someone to support me. And yeah, I told my mother, and she said, oh, just ignore him. But she don't know what I was enduring of my internal self that could not ignore it, or the reasons why I could not ignore it. So yeah, therefore, when I became of a certain age, motherfucker, this morning, I finally thought back, and like, I've been thinking back to that moment for years. Like, that's one of the key points in my life that just stands out. And this morning, Spirit let me go for my walk, and we connected the dots, and that dot was connected with a whole bunch of other dots that play in my brain. in my energy for so long. And I never realized because I hadn't had that conversation of openness with my inner child where my inner child felt safe to let me know, don't make me cry, to let me know, why did that matter to her so much? Why did that memory play such relevance? And that dot connected to other dots, connected to other dots. And I'm telling you, when I say my inner child feels safe and she got to opening up and she got to telling me all types of stuff, and I was like, damn, ain't that some shit that's fucked up? And not that fucked up, like, honey, I was going to bed. And that's why I said at the beginning of this, you know what? I got questions, not to trigger people, but I got one question for one person that has to do with another person who I know this person talks to. And based upon that person's response, I know what the answer is. Because so long within my life, people say, why you listen to her? She don't know what she's talking about. She always in front of the TV. Oh, the stuff that happened on TV ain't real. And honey, I'm an 80s baby. So therefore, this was before the world opened up with the internet where you can see that there was life out there beyond the environment of the few block radius of where you grew up at and where your parents decided to take you. You didn't have the access to other people and be able to see, who else been going through the stuff that you've been through and who had a voice of strength to encourage you to be the voice of strength for yourself. So Spirit wanted me to share that with you. Allow your inner child to feel safe and not judge, because that's the thing about innocence is that they're so used to taking orders and being told what they supposed to know. And then when that youth, when that inner child, when that innocence believe it, how fucking dare people call them stupid when that's what they were told to believe, when that's what they were influenced to believe, when that was their survival that they had to hold on in order to believe, because if they did not do what their mama said or whoever said at home after they got out of school, you don't know what the fuck that child will have to face with that authority, where they needed to live, where they needed to be fed from. So I'm not saying that the youth can't grow to know better nowadays. Is so much information out there. They are rather selective in what they care to make their own personal interests and how they choose to be influenced. But at the same time, we have to look at the wounding in which that influence is supporting and guarding. Because that's what my inner baby told me this morning. I'm telling my baby talk to me. So next card it says, oh, it is safe for you to receive. Let me clear my eyes out. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit. Be a conduit. That word always sounds like it's supposed to be so much longer. And be a conduit for a good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. And what was I just talking about? All of that. Even me sharing the business. Now I want to share so much. I want to come to this table one day and we're gonna have a neb talk. I think that's what I'm gonna call it, a neb talk or some stuff or something. I'm gonna come up with something. And just talk, although it seems like I be just doing that shit anyway. But like toxic to the point of certain toxicities and merry-go-round type shit, and actually unwiring that shit just to rewire it type shit. Who the fuck am I right now? Just gonna make love to the fella in the baby. Pass me the keys to my truck. Claim your energy. I'm getting a lot of reggaeton, like, have your fun, wind that body, look up at the sky and, motherfucker, make yourself feel good for yourself. You ain't gotta feel good for yourself. Be flexible and you're feeling good for yourself. Do the awkward poses. Who gives a fuck how it looks to other people? You know the art of yourself that you are creating and what it needs, the strokes of the brush that it took and that it's going to take for you to feel free. Rebel, I am being told to close out this message. Oh my goodness, I was having so much fun with you. Damn, and it's almost an hour at the mark. All right, what is this? They said grab over here. Okay, so we're about to wrap it up. A moment's regret. Nostalgia. Okay, that makes sense there. A moment's regret, nostalgia, idolizing the past, fearing you made a mistake. Spirit is saying that this is the summary of everything of this message. It's not gonna be the title though, but it's okay to have a moment. And I actually need to go look up what is the difference between remorse and regret. I was asking myself that yesterday while I was evaluating the situation. I'm like, now I can't say that I regret, because though I can look at people who I let go of in my life that I just walked away from blindly, or should I say out of fear, out of maltrust, not trusting, not trusting myself, not trusting them, fearing that the people who I walked away from that I cared for so much and loved the most at the time that I knew them, I was so used to abuse that it was so normal to me that I felt everybody was going to do it to me. So when love did show itself in my life in the ways that I could now reflect on, I left them before they left me, because I knew to see and to feel that comfort with them, to feel that love, to know that care, to in ways embody that hope and have them do to me within my own mental expectation that I thought the abuse was coming, was that I thought the abuse was inevitable to come from them. I didn't want to hurt that bad. Don't make me cry. I didn't want to hurt that bad. And I feel that you could really relate to that. And if you can't relate to that, I know that you know somebody who definitely can relate to that. Because there's nothing like abuse taking over you so harshly that you feel that even the good things couldn't possibly be good forever. That the good things couldn't possibly give you grace or show you patience or weaponize against you your weakness, your vulnerability, what you've seen, what you've shown, what you exposed, what you share, what you care about. And that any little mistake that kindness displays is your way out. You just run. You just run. Because you're like, see, that was just a little bit. That was just a little bit. I was already on edge waiting for the next shoe to drop, and you just showed me that the shoelace could touch the ground too. So I need to go look and research what is there a difference between remorse and regret. But overall, this message is, it's not about letting it go. It's about the remembrance of it. Honey, you've been sailing on the golden seas. All your pain has been liquid gold. No R. Kelly. No pun intended. Is that how you do that? Anyway, I don't know every fucking thing. It's just so much in life to know. So if I ever say anything that seems touchy to people, every fucking thing I say gonna seem touchy to somebody, I guess. But I mean no disrespect to anyone, because all my disrespect is going to be clear, in quotations, and very direct and said to be intentional by me. I'm gonna say that it was intentional. Okay, the fuck. Anyway, Spirit Wells, do you want me to go? Because you said wrapping up this read. Nope, leave that there. Okay, great, fine. All right, so they said grab here, here. Okay, I see you. I'm coming. Here. Oh, we get two of these. Okay, here. Here. Honey, look, you're here. You've arrived in the throne of, shut up. Your possibilities, baby. Your possibilities. Okay? Brand new cycle. Fresh beginnings. You've overcome so many obstacles. Didn't I say something about Stand in tune with the kid in the candy store, honey. Go ahead, take that leap of faith. Okay, just don't watch nobody jump over that cliff, because you know this fool already know whatever's on the other side. This Hangman, you got a rope. It's gonna do like a Looney Tune thing, Acme Acres type of vibe for you. You gonna free fall, and you gonna be able to glide that shit as if you have that a parachute, just like that fucking chain, motherfucker. If you can have an invisible chain up on you, attaching you to motherfucker, you can also have a fucking parachute, okay? All right. Confirmation with the belly. The moment, if ever, you need to be called to view some things and things from a different perspective. Oh, it's gonna be a fucking court to yank your ass back up, to slow your ass down, and tell you to watch that horizon. Enjoy it. Look at it. Be discerning of it. What is it telling you? What is the reflection of the sun? Why y'all telling me look behind you? What's the reflection of the sun telling you, baby? It is telling you. The Hangman here, right over the clearing, right over the emotional pain and transition. Look at all this shit from a different perspective. Regret and remorse. What is it? How does it elevate and accumulate and formulate for you? Feel like doing a dance right now. And obviously, if you can see my shadow, you see that I'm already dancing. But that Wheel of Fortune, honey, the theme part. You got so many treasured trinkets, treasurable trinkets that other people are now. I love how this energy went from talking about them to all about you to now we're being reminded about them. You got so many treasurable trinkets that other people are going to look at you like, what the fuck are you so happy for? We know the shit you've been through. We know the shit we put you through. We know the shit that you endure. We know what you ain't got. We know what you do get. And hell, some of you might even get some STDs, spiritual or, otherwise circumstantial type shit. No judgment. Just, be respectful of others and let them know and allow them to make their free right of choice. Because remember, that's how you got up in the spiritual, in the earthly STD situation in the first place, right? Confirmation. Allow other people make their choice because you didn't get to make that choice for yourself. That right was taken away from you, right? But other people are, these flying ass monkeys, motherfucker, straight up Looney Tune. I heard bleep, that's all, folks. And all that. What the fuck is the fucking big ass rooster name? He too big to be a damn rooster. I don't know what the fuck it was. I forget what his name is. But anyway, these flying ass monkeys in these sticky situations, they gonna want to compare and contrast to try to pull you back down. Because remember what I said, the devil he's trying to figure out who he got left. And his best suitors ain't even best suitors for you anymore. He said, what is this? And it says rejection. Appreciate the rejection. You know what the rejection is all about now. It's not about belonging. It's about not belonging. Do I need to put it in plan? It's not about belonging. It's about not belonging. And that's fine. What else did we say we was going to grab from? Let me look at a bit. Any other place? Say here. Okay, what is that? Okay, anyway, it says who you are, your desires, your actions, the first house. Oh my gosh. Who you are, your desires, your actions in the first house. Go look at your chart. Go look at your chart. If I can remember, which I'm sure Spirit is telling me now, you can remember. I'm probably gonna have the link down up in the description. This specific read. I am probably not going to put the songs in the description, although I might put these last $2. I'm not gonna lose whoever that's by. That the way that guitar, that first guitar string, the vibration of it. I feel it's a frequency you need to hear. So I'm gonna see if I can find that on YouTube and put it down in the description. But yeah, go do your chart if you haven't done your chart already. You just pretty much need the city and state where you were born, if you, and your name, I guess. But if you know the specific time that you were born, it'll make your chart even more accurate. Look at the first house in your chart and go on from there. Who you are, your desires, your actions. All right, so this says hope is rising. Hope is rising. Okay, Spirit said just start putting them everywhere. Okay, and then yes, with the mentor card. Okay, it says your ancestors no longer want you to walk this path alone. They are guiding you to connect with the right people who can provide value. Oh, my eyes getting a little blurry. Okay, they are guiding you to connect with the right people who can provide valuable support as you navigate through the next chapter. I'm going to say this next chapter of your adventure, baby. Yes. What I say about the inner child. What I say about the inner child. So, baby, listen. And the stability. Okay? Okay, and then it says the cosmos, creativity, vastness, honey. And I see this moon, the moon with the face in it. The moon is blowing down the messages to you. It is, it's like the ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas present, the ghost of Christmas future, whatever the fuck it was called. And then with the shooting star over here, and then with the glowing in of the horizon. The moon is literally, then we have a message like about 2 weeks ago, a week ago. Okay, that was talking about talk to the moon. If you need to vent about anything, I don't care if you can know people, if you don't know people, if you got friends, if you ain't got friends, talk to the moon. The moon has your answers, and that energy will be sent to you in the direction of, the free flowing and willingness of you saying, what the fuck is this coming in my head for? What the fuck is this about? And there your quest shall continue as well as begin. So then you have to come. I don't necessarily like to repeat myself, but sometimes shit just sound good when you repeat yourself because you know that you was right. Baby, talk to the moon. Talk to the moon. I don't care what phase the moon is in. Because guess what? The moon don't give a fuck what phase you're in. The moon don't give a fuck what phase you're in. So go talk to the moon. Okay, and I saw 1, 12, 12 on it. Okay, so that was 11, 2, 1, 2. Listen, that was 11, 2, 1, 2. Okay. That was also 12, 12. Okay, all right, anyway. And it says, beloved one. Beloved one. Shamiel, and then we also, let me see. It says, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Baby, listen, I'm going to say this. I don't care. I heard, why do fools fall in love? You know why fools fall in love now. Now, if you fall in love with a soulmate, you gon' know if you're a fool or not. Because you know what a fool falling in love is like. Okay? All right. You're going to do better. But though your soulmates, what I was actually going to say is your soulmates are not always of the romantic intimacy type. Though there is an intimacy of energy between you and not the physical shit out, not the physical shit, but there is an intimacy of shared energy and trust, of vulnerability, of honesty, of transparency with soulmates. Right, there's a very distinctive difference in distance between the twin flame and the karmic shit. Right, go back a little bit, hear everything that I just described, because there is more. But it says, okay, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. It don't say plural. So there's one type of relationship that you haven't been able to get right. The Spirit say, you're going to get it right. Or a new death would be done. Or a new death will be done. They say no murder. None of that. Just saying a new death will be done. Meaning, motherfucker, you're going to have to start all over. We're going to have to go back and, erase the board, redo the formula and figure out what it is that you didn't see, where it is that you didn't get right, that you didn't keep tight. Because as far as what Spirit is saying, you good. you good. You're willing to grow. You're willing to be vulnerable. You're willing to trust and grow with someone. You know who not to trust. You know what energies are just trying to leech on you. You know what energies, and just what I was saying earlier, everybody got their shit. So you know what it's like when love. Stop. Don't make me cry. Okay, it's a good cry if I gotta cry, but okay, I'm gonna keep on talking. But you know what type of love? It's like what I was describing earlier about the type of love that I didn't want to be hurt by, the type of kindness that I didn't want to be hurt by. So the moment they showed that there was a little flaw, I was out of there. Because it's one thing to be hurt by motherfuckers. It's one thing to be hurt by son of a bitches. It's one thing not to be hurt by people who obviously tell you, yeah, I ain't shit. You know, this what the fuck I do. It's one thing to be hurt by those type of people. But someone who, and it's even another thing to be hurt by somebody who, you know, part of them playing a role. But someone who you literally feel that energy of magnetic connection with. And to be hurt by them because you, or to, I'm sorry, to see a flaw in them, and you feel like that flaw was just them testing you out to see if you were run, or testing you out because, boom, I'm really a fuck motherfucker type shit. Spirit said, you know better now. And even within the descriptions I gave you, let that shit be engraved in you. Once you have that table talk with your heart and your mental and say, is this something that we approve of? Is this something we agree with? And then take it to your inner child and take it to this version of you and that version of you. And they all need to come. Motherfucker, I'm feeling a bit animaniac today. I love it. And then it says sensitivity. How do you say her name? I don't know. My eyes blurry, but I can read still anyway. I just don't feel it. Apologies, Archangel, but you know who you are, and they'll get to read who you are if they zoom in. It says, you are extra sensitive to energy and emotions right now. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Sound like some mental and some hard work to me. All right, I'm being told to take these two cards as well and resist. Okay, Spirit, what is this about? Baby. One moment. So I just gotta say, before I show you this, I don't know. Because I want to pull 2 more supporting cards, but I am being told to look away from the decks that I just pulled these cards from, that I am wanting to pull 2 more supporting cards from. With all this feel good energy, honey, you done got the Ace of Cups and all that, you know, the Emperor, he got a new groove. Okay? Emperor got a new groove. Your emotional intellect is definitely growing. It has grown. It's on the rise. Your awareness, your spiritual connection. This is more than about your potential. This is about your being. Confirmation. So Spirit said, take a moment before I show you these cards. And don't concern yourself about what these cards is, because you know if you really want to see, you can fast forward a little bit. But really, take in the energy of all the support and all the love and all the acknowledgement and all the self-awareness that these cards has translated to for you, whether it's something that I said, something that you saw, something that you felt, whatever the being is. And it's also bringing me to how these 2 phases of the moon are like, they're heading in the same direction, they're going up. You know, one's a little thicker than the other. It's a balancing thing that's happening, right? Okay, so now that we got through that, why do you want me to pull from here, though? Oh, shut up. Going to the courthouse and we're gonna get married. Why? Okay, so this came out like this. Okay, so here on this resistance card, it says secret admirer. I was like, huh, suppressing, interesting, timid, what? And then the Ace of Pentacles came out. Honey, there is where was we at? Spirit said, they said, don't fucking worry about where you was at. Read the damn cards. Okay, because I know we was just talking about, oh, there, looking right in your face. So Spirit said, it's going to be right in your face. Because you saw me doing like, what was we at? Just right in your face. So you might overlook it a bit. They might even overlook you a bit. I heard then again, you didn't notice me. What song is that? You're just too good to be true. I don't think that's the song. No. Can't take my eyes off of you. You feel like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my. I need you, baby. Okay. And if it's quite alright, I want you, baby. To on the lonely night. Say you're not alone. No, you're not lonely. But you alone, as of right now. At least. So we think. So you say. But if you are, indeed. Spirit said that there's an offer coming in. There's 1, 2, 3. I never saw these as being people here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 offers and a potential. So it's like playing a game spade. Say, don't show your hand so easily. Play your hand. If you play your cards right, everything's gonna be alright. Say, play your cards right. Okay? There's gonna be 4 and a possible. 4 and a possible. One of that possible is an impossible, because that impossible I'm seeing right here looking like a person. Bent over, hunched over, like their ass ain't supposed to be there. So there's going to be 4. Am I using this word right? I keep on using it. Distinctive characters who are going to present themselves to you, who are going to engage with you in many ways, forms, fashions, and words that the word can be put. Use your own discernment as it comes in. I'm being told to leave it there. This right here is giving me the energy of the 4 of Wands. Spirit said, 1 out of these 4, they said, fuck that possible. You know who that possible is. Even if you don't know who that possible is, as that possible is somebody from your past. You know who that possible is when they get. It's like with that fucking movie, Low Down Dirty Shame, when Shame had what's her name? When Jada Pinkett, whatever her character name was, go talk to the post worker, because he needed her to get that mail, and the post office worker, I gotta go too, and he pointed to his goal too, type stuff. They say they're gonna come out with the energy like just that obvious. Motherfucker, no. So whether it's a past person or whether it's a new person, but they gonna have this energy of old shit that you just don't fuck with no more. They said fuck that possible. But there's gonna be 4 that's gonna come in. And out of these 4, it's gonna dwindle down to 1 and a possible. Okay, so the first possible, fuck them. But 2 out of that 4 is gonna turn into 1 and a possible. But you will be able to make a very reassuring to yourself and your future forward without needing to be in a state of mind of limerence or like fantasy, la 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 la, fuck what they want, I'm picturing what I want type of fantasy type things. But you will definitely be able to see yourself being trusting in the stability of growing with this person, whomever this may be, whether they are of the I thought that was 2 cards, of the romantic type intimacy, or if they're just in an energetic form of intimacy. But Spirit said as of right now, and another 1. Okay, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All right. There is something about this person who admires you that is resistant. It's a temporary resistance. It's been a long fucking temporary resistance, Spirit said. Because there's something about the reason that they are resisting approaching you has a lot to do with the societal ways and societal norms, just as we were talking about the norms of your abuse. This person has very strict morals and values that align so well with society that they get along with a lot of people. And they are now starting a cycle of realizing more and more and more, more and more. It's by Joe. They're realizing more and more how they've been living aligned with these very stern principles and morals, and they're seeing things so drastically different. But Spirit said once it's broken and after they done had their time up in this clawfoot tub, honey, I love me a good clawfoot tub. I do. Very deep and oh, I gotta get me one. Say that for my residence, my house. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have it. But yeah, once they get out of this clawfoot tub of being other the what is it called, a luminescent light, and thinking to themselves of, are they really gonna bust this move? Because something about you two's energy is really pulling each other. And right now, this is in spiritual court. Confirmation. They're throwing out the trash. Confirmation. But right now, this is in spiritual court. This person is really trying to make sure that they are not overstepping anything that they, confirmation, that they would regret or have remorse for later on in life. Spirit said this is gonna be one fucking surprise for you. Whether it's somebody who you've previously known or whether it's somebody who is new to you. Just the fact of me, you know, that same energy of when you found yourself being interested or just being in a space with people who were not of what you now know your worthiness to be. Those people saw what your worthiness was. They did. You just didn't see it, right? So they looked at you like, me? What do you see in me? And you're going to have that feeling. So Spirit say when you have that feeling, but at the same time, you're able to be yourself and you're not being forced to apply pressure to your discernment. You'll know. Why am I putting this right here? Spirit said, you know, cause we're going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Where we going? Okay. Is there one more right here? I know my neighbor's like, what the fuck do she be over there doing? I don't care. Y'all can listen in if you want to. Okay. The sun. Baby, look, you didn't even get the 10 of Cups, but you got the 10 of Pentacles and the sun to support it. Success lies ahead if you keep your path. Rebels, let me get you out of here. I'm just interested. What is... Oh, shit. Okay. It's the title card. It's a guide card. Yeah, that devil is officially... It don't know what the fuck it's doing. It's going back to the instructions. The devil is literally like, the stairway to heaven spread. What's the rules? And do this apply and that apply? What is it can I do? Because it seems like the rules is changing. And who can I recruit? Honey, look, self-explanatory. Because I was going to pull the card because you know that card is like two-dimensional. It's heaven and hell, right? Heaven and earth, right? And when I came in the reading, I was like, what in the hell? Where in the hell is this going to take it? Honey, hell is confused. Hell is regrouping. Hell is looking at the fine print of their own fine print of saying, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? They did not foresee this. Okay. Okay, and it says buffalo with abundance. Abundance and liberation are finally on the way. It comes to you now to remind you of the amazing manifestation powers of gratitude, of your amazing manifestation powers and of gratitude. You will always have plenty when you express gratitude to every part of creation. Even the devil has. Play benefit, right? He did his part, and his part got your ass out there. He was like, you know what? Let me take my own foot and let me kick my own ass out. Okay, I'm gonna do Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on myself. Remember that when, what was his name? Jazz was like, you know what, I already know. He grabbed himself by his own collar and he tossed his own self out. Ooh, and then he got 11:22. Great shift. Personal growth, spiritual development, and manifesting goals. Oneness, connection, and does that say I believe that say completion. Okay, anyway, it says first focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts. That's first. Then expand your horizons. Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. Baby, get down with that food, okay? And permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in the favor of your intentions. Rebels, I love you and I adore you, but it says the world around you is changing in favors of your intention. And what has all of this been about? Give a ish, what do you want? The world, okay. Look, give me the bottom of the deck energy. What the fuck? Because you had the card. Look. Yes. Okay. Role play. All right. Can I get? Is my hand big enough? See, remember we was moving our hands so seductively towards the devil. Like, no, I'm not taunting you. No, I'm not teasing you. But you know what? The devil helped to build you and create you in forms and ways of, helping you to be able to protect yourself, right? So, karmic masculine. Ancestors say don't worry about it. They own it. They got it. It's like, don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. That I want the image I'm getting when he was in the post office van, the post office truck, and he was about to get it on with old girl from what was it? The Steve Harvey show. And she's like, I never done this before. And she got on top of him, and all of a sudden this bitch turned into a green faced demon. Talking about yeah, all that shit. Spirit said they own him. They got him. They got him. So rebels, I love and I adore you. But literally, Spirit say they own him because they were right on his ass as an occupation. Baby, I love you and I adore you. But I'm going to send you on about your way after this. Queen of Cups, baby. After everything that you have been through and your energy, nobody ever thought you tapping into your emotions would play favorable. You did that. Rebels, I love you and I adore you. I lovely. Okay, I lovely. And it says medium, consult, connect, and convey. So Rebels, the Spirit is saying, don't forget, never forget, never ever forget. Talk to them. Let them know. Also express gratitude even in your harshest times that you deem or that you seem to believe are your harshest time. Never forget, and baby, and there go your rainbow. There go your rainbow all over the sky. Whatever you feel to be your harshest time. 6 is a number of growth. Harsh times, good times, whatever the fuck the times is, it does not matter what fucking time it is, even on the clock. Bomb itching, baby. Oh, right by the thumb at that. Always stay in touch and in tune with not just your spirit, but the spirit and the divine. Thank them. Appreciate them. Gratitude. Because there are so many other people who have experienced times worse in the current moment than what you ever experienced in times of your worst current moments. It's a cycle. Shit happens. Talk to the moon. Talk to your spirits. Know that all this other lovey-dovey, lovely stuff is coming. Shit about to get real sticky, icky. Sticky, icky, ludicrous. Shit about to get very ludicrous for a whole bunch of banshees and flying monkeys and sirens who, didn't use their assets for better, but for the worst of the evils. It's the evildoers. This was a very beautiful read, and it was very encouraging to me as well. It did also help me to be able to see myself by sharing in this space and energy with you. So I would like to thank you for being here. And I know that I don't normally close out my reads like this, but I would definitely like to thank you for being here and just say as a reminder, no matter what you may feel, maybe your handicaps or disformities, whatever the case may be, love yourself. That's why your heart is behind so much stuff. Your skin, your flesh, your blood, your organs, the cage of your rib. Just the same thing as your brain and the skull. If it was easy to get to, people would have did a lot worse to you a lot sooner. Oh, and we're not just talking about Free Willy. And I was like, why did they do that? Leave the orchid alone. Leave Mighty Joe Young alone. Let the animals live. I guess that means I need to slow down on the meat eating. Do I? I think I do. Yeah, natural deaths and animals and the spirits of transition. Yeah, with spirit working on me. We working on me now. We talking about meat. We gonna be working on that one. Not saying I'm not willing. We just gonna be working on that one. Although I do love me some Mediterranean and falafel. Yeah. Okay. So it says orchid well. Look at that. I still would never watch Free Willy. I just won't. I just won't. I just won't. You can't make me. I just won't. I want Willy to be free, but I just won't. So it says, dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Okay. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Manifest that shit. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasure. Friends and family are your treasure. Look, what did we talking about? Even the devil was your treasure, okay? Not saying that it was love, or abundant love, or the right love, but you know, it was a toxic shit, okay? Family and friends are your treasure. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. Rebel. Free Willy, free yourself. Free yourself. Look, and you don't have to tell somebody if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. You don't have to do that. You notice that they don't want you. You notice that they don't want to talk to you. You free yourself. Stop waiting for people to co-sign your departure. Okay? Okay. I love you and I adore you. Until next time, which I really honestly don't know, I have no clue when that's gonna be because this retrograde is it's sending me through that. It's taking me through that. It's guiding me through that. And I feel that it's very important that I only come to this table when spirits say, hey, go have a seat. But I know spirit also wants me to just let this energy sit here, so I don't know when they're going to allow me to put up these cards. But they want this energy to do that ripple effect occurrence throughout the energy of the collective. What are we doing? They said take this. Okay. Yeah, to get rid of the nightmares. But what was this top card? Oh, it's the strategy. It's the strategy. It's the strategy. It's the strategy of the mass, the nightmares. What's this? In the fate. Say bring this down here. Okay, so behind the nightmares, what do we have? This is a long read. Sweetheart. I felt a little puberty there. Like, sweetheart. Okay. Like, what is it? Ooh, yes, doctor. Yes, doctor. Little Shop of Horrors. Oh. Okay. So, they thought these nightmares they was projecting your way was shit, and that it was really gonna fuck with you. No, sweetheart. No. It helped you birth. It helped you birth all that you were coming into. They assisted you. Yeah. The Little Shop of Horror ass. Suddenly Seymour is standing right beside you. Yes, he will be. And if you're a guy and you don't want to see more, a Stefania. Okay. Yep. But you have been very divinely guided in removing these masks strategically through divination, through your faith, through you trusting when you were once in a place that you just didn't know how to trust and what trust really was, because the shit that you trusted was shit that you shouldn't have trusted. And I'm also noticing, what do they call these? The starts with a T. The something mask, the happy and the drama mask. Honey. Shit finna get really explicit for you. She just finna really get explicit in exposure for you. So rebels, rebel up. Go do what you need to do. Make your life do what it needs to do for you, babe. And until next time, I love you much. I so do. Yeah, go live life. Go make it do what it needs to do for you. And